Hello! It's Sunday the 8th of December and therefore time for another reading vlog. I'm currently getting ready to go out for lunch at a friend's house, so I'm having my breakfast and I thought that I would check in and let you know what's going to be happening this week. I'm still working, so the vlogging in the middle of the week will just be before and after work as I have time. Today I am going to a friend's house for lunch, and then possibly we're going for a walk around Hampstead Heath, so if we do that I'll try and get some clips of that for you. And then I don't think I have anything planned during the week. There will be a few evenings where I won't be able to vlog because on Wednesday I'm supervising a student party, and then Thursday I'm going to my own Christmas party, my work Christmas party, and then Friday I'm going out for dinner with my grandma. So I probably won't be able to vlog in the evenings of those days, but then on Saturday I'm going out shopping with my mum, so I might be able to take you along a little bit to that. But otherwise that's going to be it for this week. Not a whole lot going on, lots of reading hopefully, but that's where I am for now. I'm going to finish my breakfast and drink my tea, and then I'll open my book for day 8. Monday the 9th of December and I'm getting ready to go to work. Well, I'm basically already ready. I just need to film this clip and drink my tea, put on my shoes and skedaddle. But first, and most importantly, it's calendar time. So we have The Giver by, is it Lewis Lowry or Lois Lowry? I'm not 100% sure, but this has been on my TBR for a while since I heard Murphy from the channel Murphy Napier talking about it, and I think it's dystopian. Pretty sure it's a dystopian. Let me read you the synopsis. Intelligence, integrity, courage, wisdom. These are the qualities a receiver of memory must have, and one more, which can only be named but not described: the capacity to see beyond. Jonas lives safely within the community, a place where there is no war, no hunger, and no pain. But when he is selected as the receiver of memory, he starts to discover dark secrets that lie beneath the surface of his perfect world. Secrets that will lead him to undertake an incredible journey. And that's all it says. It is quite a short book, so I think it's one of those the less you know the better type stories. It's 233 pages long, so yeah, definitely one of those the less you know the better type stories, which I already said. So yay, and hopefully I'll be able to pick this up fairly soon because it's pretty short and it's dystopian, but I wonder if it can count for urban fantasy as well, because it does sound like there's some element of magic, and if that's the case then this could be my next winter magical readathon book. So might have to do some research into that, but yay. I have to go to work now. Good morning from Haruki and I. It is the 10th of December already. The month is flying on by. I'm in the midst of getting ready for work, but as always I'm going to take a break to open day 10 of my bookish advent calendar. Sorry, Haruki is a massive cute distraction, but today we have Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik, which has been on my TBR for probably about 2 years now, I don't know. The synopsis reads: will dark magic claim their home? Miriam is the daughter of her village's moneylender, but poverty beckons as her father's too kind-hearted to collect his debts. Then Miriam hardens her own heart and takes up his work. Her success creates rumours that she can turn silver into gold, which attracts the fairy king of winter himself. He sets her an impossible challenge, and if she fails, she dies. Yet if she triumphs, a fate worse than death awaits. Irina's father schemes to wed her to the Tsar. However, their dashing ruler hides a terrible secret, threatening mortals and winter alike. Torn between deadly choices, Miriam and Irina embark on a quest. It's one that will encompass sacrifice, power, and even love. I think it's meant to be a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. I think. I could be completely wrong, but I'm sure I remember hearing that at some point, and it just sounds really fun and I'm looking forward to reading it. But I'm going to carry on giving Haruki a little bit of love and then I'm going to get ready for work, so I will see you later. Good morning. It is now the 11th of December. I've been a bit rubbish at updating you this week, but honestly I've just been coming home from work, filming, editing, and then going to bed. So there hasn't been much to update you on anyway, and I'm supervising a student party tonight and going to my own Christmas party tomorrow night, so there probably aren't going to be very many updates other than advent calendar check-ins anyway. So sorry about that, but here we are, day 11. Let's see what it is. Ooh, it's Naomi Novik's Temeraire series. This is the first book in a series about dragons, and that's really all I know about it. Something about the sea and Napoleon, dragon. That's all I need to know. I like dragons, and I've had this on my TBR for absolutely ages, so here it is, and hopefully I can get to it pretty soon. Good morning, it's now Thursday. I hope that this vlog isn't too boring. Like I said yesterday or a few minutes ago for you, I've just got a really busy work week this week, so haven't really been doing much in the evenings other than supervising a student party last night. But anyway, we have day number 12. Yay! So we have Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger, which is the first book in a middle grade series. I'll just read you the synopsis, I think. 12-year-old Sophie Foster has a secret. She is a telepath and has a unique ability to hear the thoughts of everyone around her, something that she's never known how to explain, and has made her an outcast, even in her own family. But everything changes the day she meets Fitz, a mysterious boy who appears out of nowhere and also reads minds. She discovers there's somewhere she does belong, and staying where she is will put her in grave danger. In the blink of an eye, Sophie is forced to leave behind everything and start a new life in a place that is vastly different from her own. Sophie has new rules and skills to learn, and not everyone is thrilled with her homecoming. There are secrets buried deep in Sophie's memory, secrets that other people desperately want, would even kill for. So this has been on my TBR, well, all of these have been on my TBR for ages, that's why I included them in this bookish advent calendar, but I am really looking forward to reading this, and I hope that I'll be able to pick it up in the near future. But for now, I'm going to have to get ready and leave. I'm already dressed and stuff, I just need to put my shoes on and things. But it's election day here in the UK, so I need to go and vote and then go to work. And I hope that any of my UK watchers also voted today. It's really important. And that's it for now, I guess. So I'll see you later. Maybe I'll try and check in tonight. Really depends on how late I get back from the staff Christmas party. Good morning. First of all, sorry if you can hear some whirring in the background. I have turned on my computer because I'm working from home this afternoon and I'm about to start work, but I thought I would check in with you first to give you some reading updates, open my calendar, etc, etc. So I have read The Hunger Games on audio so far this week. It is a reread for me, of course. I don't actually know how many times I've reread The Hunger Games, quite a few, and I always really enjoy it, and it always really stresses me out even though I know exactly what's going to happen. It's just such a great series. So I've read the entirety of The Hunger Games and I've started Catching Fire. So I'm about 45-ish% of the way through Catching Fire already. I only started it yesterday, so they are really engaging books and I do always get drawn into them super quickly and stay engaged with them super well. So those are my audiobook reads, but I do also want to pick up Ash Princess on audio because I have that one. I managed to renew it, so it's not as essential that I pick it up ASAP. I've got another 21 days, so I can finish my current audiobook before starting that, but that will probably be my next audiobook, or maybe it'll be my next physical because I want to listen and read at the same time, so I'm not sure, but I will maybe read that this weekend, not sure. And actually, let's see how long it is, because I don't know. And bearing in mind I listen at 2 times speed because I'll be following along with it. It's 13 hours, so 6.5 hours of listening and reading time, but I do have plans this weekend, so I may not be able to finish it this weekend. It also depends on how I get on with Catching Fire and my current read, which I will tell you about in a minute. But first, I did want to mention that I have finished The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. I finished this last night and I enjoyed it. It makes you feel like a kid again, which is interesting. So there's this town who are plagued by a witch, and so they have to leave the youngest born child in the woods once a year as a sacrifice to the witch. And they think this witch is evil, but actually the witch isn't evil, and she from her perspective, she rescues these abandoned children and she feeds them starlight so that they're a little bit magical and a little bit special, and then she finds new homes for them in different cities that are around these woods. And then one year she collects this child and accidentally feeds the child moonlight instead of starlight, which means that the child is incredibly magical. And the story mostly follows, it's a multiple perspective story, and we follow a little bit of what's going on in the town that is sacrificing these children, and a little bit we follow the witch, Zan, and the girl who drank the moon, which is Luna. And I don't really want to tell you too much more than that. I feel like this book probably could have done with being about 50 to 100 pages shorter. There's a thing that a lot of middle grade novels do, which is that they include a section towards the end of the book where all of the characters are starting to converge on each other, so that there can be this big final whatever is going to happen. And I'm not a huge fan of that in general anyway, but I do think it works well for young readers. I do just think that the convergence was a little bit too long in this one, and sort of 50 pages to 100 pages less in this book would have been better. In my opinion, I just think that that bit was a little bit too dragged out and didn't need to be. There's also a dragon character in this called Firion, who really reminds me of Toothless, but from the book, not from the film, because if you've read How to Train Your Dragon, the book, then you know that the dragon, Toothless, in the book is very, very different to the one in the film. So, but Firion really reminded me of book Toothless, and if you've read both, you know why. But he's just very cute and funny and a little bit silly, and I think it's just quite endearing. There are a lot of really great relationships in this one, but yeah, overall I enjoyed it. Just think that it could have done with being that teeny tiny touch shorter. It would have dealt with the pace issues, in my opinion, a little bit better. I have now moved on to The Afterlife of Holly Chase by Cynthia Hand, which is sort of a Christmas Carol retelling, a gender-bent Christmas Carol retelling, where we have a 16-year-old girl who's visited by the ghosts in an effort to make her change her ways, and she doesn't, and then she dies and she becomes the ghost of Christmas past herself. And then I believe that there's a romance in here. I mean, I literally have only just started this, I'm only on page 14, but so far I really like the writing style. It's told so far like the 16-year-old girl, Holly Chase, is telling you her story, so it's that kind of narrative style which I quite like on occasion. It's not something that authors use very often. It's kind of like breaking the fourth wall in film, but I like it and I'm enjoying the simplistic writing style. I do definitely appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to this one. I did want to listen and read at the same time with this one, just because I felt like it would really add to the atmosphere and Christmassy feel that I would get, but unfortunately it's not available on either Scribd or Audible, and there's a 4-week wait for it at the library, so I'm just gonna read it normally, which is fine because I think it's actually going to be a pretty fast read from the writing style so far. It's 385 pages too, so it's not like it's an incredibly long book either, but so far so good. Very early days, but I will keep you posted on this one, and I guess I will open my advent calendar for the day. So day 13, let's see. Cute. It is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, which is a young adult romance or contemporary with romance. I don't know which it technically falls into, but the synopsis reads, Lena is spending the summer in Tuscany, fulfilling her mother's dying wish that she should get to know her father. With the help of her mother's journal, Lena uncovers a magical world of secret romance, art and hidden bakeries. People come to Italy for love and gelato, someone tells her, but sometimes they discover much more. This is meant to be just a very cute, easy to read, fun love story. So it's 333 pages and I'm excited to read it at some point. Don't know when, but at some point I will read it. Good morning. I'm sorry that this vlog has been a little bit boring. This is the last day of the vlog and probably the last check-in, so sorry about that. Day number 14. Aww. Today we have I Hear the Sunspot by Yuki Fumino, which is a manga and it's supposed to be very, very sweet. So actually I might read this today, in fact. Maybe I'll read it after breakfast because it looks pretty short and I've been wanting to read this for a while and I haven't been able to justify buying it before now because it is a little bit more on the pricey side in terms of books because it's manga, and I didn't want to just order it on its own and pay for the book and the delivery, but since I was buying 25 books anyway, I thought that I would allow myself to get this one. Hello! Saturday evening and shock horror, I haven't updated you, so I thought I'd better pop in and finish off this vlog. I've got about 2 hours of Catching Fire left to read, so that's about an hour of listening time, still enjoying it. I still think that this is my favourite book in the trilogy. It's always been, and I think it still is. I will confirm once I have actually finished it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to keep its top spot. In my mind, there's just something really special about book 2 because we're not discovering the world anymore. We're not figuring out what's going on. We're established with the characters and the characters already have trauma from book 1 and they're dealing with that alongside dealing with the situation that they're in book 2. Because it's a book 2, I don't want to say too much about it, but I definitely think that it's my favourite in the trilogy. Mockingjay is my least favourite. I still like it, but I'm not a huge fan of quite a few things that happen, particularly towards the end of Mockingjay, but I will probably read that in the next vlog if I can get it from the library. In the meantime, I'm currently here in the afterlife of Holly Chase. I'm on chapter 18, page 222 of 385, I think it is, and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's definitely giving me that Christmas feeling, which is really nice, but it's also just a really fun story, and I'm clearly not going to finish it in this vlog, but I will finish it hopefully very soon in the next vlog. I would ideally like to finish it tomorrow because I'm really, really enjoying it. It's a nice, easy read with a little bit of fantasy element to it. I suppose really it's urban fantasy, so I'm definitely going to count this one as my chapter 2 read for the winter magical readathon. And actually I realised that there were a few extra steps in the chapter 2 chain, I don't know what you would call it, that I didn't go through at the beginning of the week, and what that led me to was to read a book as part of a book club or a buddy read or a group read or whatever, which is handy because I was already reading The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill for my own book club, and I have finished that, so that's done. Last week I said that I was going to use The Grinch for my chapter 1 prompt, which was to read a book that included a game or competition or challenge of some kind, but I've now read The Hunger Games, so I'm just going to count that for that. And then this will be my urban fantasy story, so I will then have completed the 3 prompts for chapters 1 and 2 of the Winter Magical Readathon. So tomorrow, in next week's vlog for you, I will find out what my next prompt or prompts are, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, really enjoying this. I'm flying through it quite quickly. I probably would have finished it today if I'd had more time, but as I think I mentioned, I went into town today with my mum. It was really manic, so I didn't film anything. I mean, it's 2 weekends before Christmas and central London was just so busy, so I didn't film anything, and I didn't do too much while we were in town anyway, but I do feel super tired as a result. It's currently 10:30 and I think I'm going to go to bed, hence why I am now signing off this vlog. Sorry if you can hear Haruki in the background, but that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks. Bye.